And I know what you must be thinking, but what happened to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? February has been an interesting month for me so far. All right, everyone, it's time for reflection time with Miss Guzman. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Thursday and back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mariely Sanchez and I'm a fourth grade teacher in South Florida. And I know what you must be thinking, but what happened to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Well, if you saw my last vlog last week, I got the flu, so I missed school on both Tuesday and Wednesday because Monday was a holiday. And then over the weekend, after I came back last week, Thursday and Friday, I got complications from the flu. I developed pneumonia with a double ear infection. So today is my first day back after being home for the past 3 days plus the weekend trying to recover and get better from the pneumonia. It's been an ordeal. February has been an interesting month for me so far. I'm still on antibiotics. I will be on antibiotics for another week. The doctors had to give me a Medrol dose pack to help with my breathing. After I'm done with my antibiotics, which is for 10 days that I'm taking them, I have to go back and get a chest x-ray to make sure that the pneumonia has cleared up. So I'm going to take it easy today because one thing is to walk around my house, which is not that big, and the other thing is to walk around this humongous school building. So I am going to take it easy today. My lungs are still weak. I'm still kind of in a haze, like I mentioned in my last vlog. But I'm going to take it easy. My student teacher will be with me. She's been such a trooper, and I'm so thankful for her because she's had to manage the last 3 days without me. Mind you, there was a sub in here with her, but she was the one leading all the instruction for the last 3 days. So thank you, Ms. Guzman. I don't know where I would be without you because we have been a really great team through this whole ordeal of me being sick. All right, so I'm going to get my morning started. I'm going to put the students' due now assignments on their desk, check my email, send dojo messages out to parents. So let's see how today ends up going, and you're coming right along with me. So I'll catch up with you later. But before I do, I am wearing a new shirt from Megan from Too Cool for Middle Schools. Unfortunately, I don't think she's going to be selling them anymore, but this one is her Evidence plus Ethics shirt, and I really, really love it. So in any argument or anything that you're trying to explore or talk with other people, it is very important that you always look towards the evidence, support whatever you're saying with evidence, and remember your ethics to be respectful so that the other person does hear you out. So I love it, and you can use it for a variety of different situations. All right, so let me get my day going now, and I will definitely catch up with you later. All right, everyone, I made it to the end of the day, and it was actually a pretty good day. We were able to do a lot of different instructional activities and lessons. We reviewed our Wonders Unit 4, Week 5 poetry, and then they took their selection test. We had really good discussion about the figurative language, the author's use of repetition, how the author conveys success, and we compared and contrasted the poems and their structure, so it was really great. And they thought that the selection test was fairly easy, so tomorrow they'll be taking their Wonders Unit 4, Week 5 assessment, so we can finish up with that unit. After that, we went ahead and we started looking at a new essay because I haven't been here for a while, and I want to make sure my students are ready for the writing test, which is, I only have 3 weeks to get them ready because then after that is spring break. And after spring break is our writing test on April 3rd, which is a Wednesday. So I gave them an opinion prompt on kids and sports. I'll show you my example in a moment. And we unwrapped the prompt together. We found the APT and the 1, 2, 3. We read the sources and we annotated and gathered evidence using a T-chart, which I told them that is pretty good when you're doing opinion, because on one side you could put the pro and on the other side you could put the con. And then that makes it easy for you to create a plan, which they did. So tomorrow they'll have 45 minutes to just write an essay on their opinion about that prompt. And then after PE, which that takes us now into the afternoon, I went ahead and I led the math lesson, and it was on customary units of volume. In order to review what they have already been learning before volume, which was length and weight, I went ahead and I created a tree map on the board, which I'll show you in a moment as well. And yeah, we had a really good lesson. After that, the students went ahead and continued working on their Flocabulary Black History contest, where they have to choose an important Black historical figure and write a rap about that. Today is the deadline for the contest, but I'm having all my students do it anyway for a grade. And I told them that if anyone was done today, which I gave them an hour to work on it, then they could submit it for the contest. And I actually had 3 students finish, and I just finished submitting their raps to Flocabulary. So best of luck to those students. Who knows, maybe they'll win. Maybe this will be a great experience for them. So let me start backtracking a little bit by showing you the tree map on the different customary units of length, weight, and volume. So let's do that. So just to give you an idea of how our day went, this is our schedule for the entire day. We got through everything. I didn't get to check off everything, but we did get through everything. And this is the customary measurement tree map. And here are the units for length, the units for weight, and the units for volume. And I forgot to put a T next to P for pint. But that is what we did. We were focusing on volume today. And then I showed them this little graphic here, and I gave them a little story. So this is the kingdom of Gallon. And in the kingdom of Gallon, we have 4 queens. Each queen has 2 princes or prince, and each prince has 2 cats. So that's why you see 2 C's inside of the P. And that can remind them that a gallon is made up of 4 quarts. Each quart has 2 pints, and each pint has 2 cups, for a total of 16 cups in a gallon, 8 pints, and 4 quarts. So that is a nice little visual that they can use to remember those units of customary measurement. Now, as far as the writing practice goes, this is what it was. And let me just take you first to the prompt. So this is the prompt. We read the prompt twice, and then we found the APT. A is for audience. So if the prompt doesn't tell us who we're writing to, it's automatically the teacher so that we know we're writing academically. The purpose is connected to the essay keyword that I circle, which is my 1, opinion, so it's to give my opinion. The T is for task, which is connected to my topic, which I underlined, that's my 2. Whether or not school should require students to get good grades in order to play sports after school. And then my 3 is whether it's a 1-part or a 2-part prompt, so this is a 1-part prompt. I make sure I went over these other types of directions so that they don't skip over it. And then we went ahead and we read our sources. Now, the first time we read our sources, we did not make any annotations. We were just reading to just get the information. This particular essay practice had 3 sources. And then when we conducted our second read, that's when we started going over our selective underlining and our annotations. We decided that source 1 was basically general information about the topic. Source 2 was pro grades, so grades before sports. And source 3 was con grades, so against grades for sports. Let kids play sports anyway, regardless of grades. And then I show them these little notes that they can make. So plus was for pro grades and minus was con grades. Con is for the contra. So once we created our annotations, it was fairly easy to go ahead and gather our evidence. And we actually did it simultaneously. So as we were doing our annotations, we started figuring out where the pieces of evidence will fit on the T-chart. And this is 2-column notes or a T-chart. It's very good for opinion, in my opinion. And basically, this side is yes, grades before sports, and this side is no, grades shouldn't matter. And we collected all of this evidence. And then on the back, the students easily decided what side they were taking. So if they said no, school should not require students to get good grades to play sports after school, I told them to put 3 reasons answering that or supporting that. So it's not fair. That's reason 1. Reason 2 would be playing sports has benefits. Reason 3, parents should decide, not schools. And I showed them another example of if they chose yes, schools should require good grades to play sports after school. And maybe some of those reasons could be sports take too much time, meaning that it takes time away from doing homework and studying and all that. Learning comes first, and then it should be used as a reward, not allowed for everyone. So the students, I think, are leaning more towards this one, and I'm going to say me too. And yeah, they're really excited to now write to this, and they told me that they're 100% ready. Tomorrow they'll get 45 minutes to write, since they have already done most of the legwork for this essay, and they have 3 lined sheets of paper here on the back that they can go ahead and write their introduction, body paragraphs, and conclusion. So that is what we did for writing today. So that's basically all that we did today. It was a day that was jam-packed with knowledge and lessons. And I have a good feeling with how the day went. The students learned. They actually enjoyed the lessons. And I'm happy to be back. I have taken it easy. I tried to sit down most of the time because I am really weak and I'm already exhausted. So I am actually not staying late. Believe it or not, it's actually like before 3:45 right now. So I get to leave on time, go home, relax, and keep resting so that I can get back to my 100% of feeling much better than I have these past 2 weeks. All right, so I'm going to leave you for now, but now I'm going to take you on to Friday. Good morning and welcome to Friday. So today is the very first day of March and the students are going to be taking a couple of, oh, check out what my face is doing. It's been doing this since yesterday. And like, look at that. It's happened before. Like my muscle gets like really tense and it like pulls up. How freaky is that? Okay, it's starting to go away. My doctor says is an electrolyte imbalance. So I gotta drink my water, I guess. Anyway, like I was saying, the students are going to take a couple of assessments this morning. Along with that, they're going to take a 45-minute writing practice test since we did the legwork yesterday on that essay that I showed you. So they're going to go ahead and do that today, and they're going to take their Wonders assessment as well. And then in math, we're going to learn about line plots today. So let me go ahead and get my morning started. I got to get my kiddos inside the classroom so they can start on their morning do now. And a little bit of ketchup and pickles, and then I'll catch up with you later. But before I go, I'm wearing a brand new shirt, and I forgot where I got it from, so I'll link it down below. But basically, it says, kind people are my kind of people. Super cute. I love the type of lettering on this shirt, and I have it in 2 different styles. So this is one style, and with the little like white stripes on the sleeve. And then I have another style that's like a baseball long sleeve shirt kind of style or something like that. Anyway, I ramble. I'm going to get my day started and I'll catch up with you later. All right, so it's the end of the day and we're about to get ready to sit down and have some reflection time with Miss Guzman. So today the students, like I mentioned earlier, took their timed writing practice test for 45 minutes and then they took their Wonders assessment. After that, we had some math time in line plots. And we had some recess, and then the students were presenting their White House projects, which, by the way, are pretty awesome. So right now we're just going to sit down and reflect on the week. So let's get to that right now. It's a 2-day vlog, a 2-day vlog.
My hair is like, oh, I hate it.
I don't even know how my hair is.
It's just
We're going to
there.
go with messy chaos.
Yep.
Messy chaos. All right, everyone, it's time for reflection time with Miss Guzman.
Hello.
This weekly segment is only going to come to you 3 more times after this week because she is leaving us. And by us, I mean me. It's so hard.
It is sad.
I get used to her, and now I have to like get used to being without her.
I've enjoyed it. But there's still more time, so it's okay. It's okay. It's not good sad now. It's not
3
good
weeks.
sad.
March 20th is her last day with us, which is a Wednesday. So it's actually the Wednesday before our spring break.
Yeah.
And then she's off to her own, beyond, and possibly getting her own classroom in the near future. That's very exciting. And graduation and pictures and all that jazz.
I'm
And
excited.
very nice season of celebration and looking back at all your successes. So her supervisor and I agree that she is an amazing teacher and she is on her way to doing great things.
Yay.
So this week was another interesting week.
Yeah.
And it was another week where I was only here Thursday and Friday and she was by herself for the first part of the week. So I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, I learned a lot. I still taught them lessons, and I exercised more of the classroom management skills that we've been trying to work on.
Which is good because you got practice like
Yeah.
being on your own to try to deal with some of the classroom management things that may have come up. So yeah, And this is so unlike me. I don't get sick like this. This just like got me so sick.
We're very happy that you're back.
1 second, because somebody is at the door. It's just my neighbor, Miss Jenny, bringing some laptops for us to put away. All right, sorry for the interruption. So yeah, talking about being sick and all that stuff. So
we're happy you're back.
Yay!
We're very happy she was back.
Even
I'm
though
feeling a little bit better.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not 100%, but you know, I'm just continuing to chug along. Today I felt like I was a drill sergeant. My goodness, because I need them to be able to, you know, pay attention in the lessons and get the gist of the lessons and make sure they produce the work. And it's a lot of pressure because right now we're in testing crunch time. And I know it's like, oh, but testing, but yeah, but testing, because we actually get evaluated on how the students do on the test. That's part of our annual evaluation. So I want to make sure that they are prepared so that they do well. One thing we don't want to do, especially with my students that are already high as it is, we don't want them to regress. Yeah. Which means like if they were a 5 last year, then they dropped to a 4, it actually looks really bad on me as a teacher. So it's a lot of stress and a lot of pressure. So yeah. Crunch time, testing season. We're just trying to do the best we can. And yes, we still manage to let them be kids and have fun because that's also important. Because just like we get stressed, they also get stressed. So today they had recess and some of them had to do some work because they didn't finish their work. But that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. It'll help them though to remember next time to do their
Yeah, I hope so because yeah, there's different things that we gotta let them know that it's important for them to do. And some of them just want to, I don't know, build origami Yoda puppets all day long or draw all day long, which is fine, but not all day long.
Yeah, the all day long part needs to go.
We gotta focus and then we can have some fun after we're done focusing. So yeah, it's a lot. So any highlights from this week?
Well, I learned, well, it refreshed my mind that teachers are not only teachers, they're also like mini counselors. Because there were so many like behavior issues this week, and I had to like pull some students aside and talk to them one-on-one about some things that were happening, but it went well.
Yeah.
I noticed that it's not just, you can't ignore some things that happen because you have to create that safe learning environment. You can't just be welcomed by the teacher. You have to feel welcomed by, or try to let everyone feel welcome.
Yeah, I agree. The social emotional learning component of the curriculum and the hidden curriculum that we have to teach and instruct the students, that's also important so that they can have a safe learning environment too. So yeah, for sure. Any growing moments?
Well, I gained more experience of being alone. Which is, it's obviously the reason it's not good. I wanted her to feel better and come back because I felt so like sorry for her. I want her to feel better already because it's exhausting to be sick. But that helped me. Like it was more experience just for me to deal with.
That's good. I'm glad.
Because it is different when you are here. They do act a certain way and then act differently when you're not. So
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. I understand that. And you had an observation this week from your supervisor, and it went really good. And she had her midterm, so that went really well. And now the next 2 weeks I have to observe her. So we're gonna observe a math lesson next week, and then another lesson the following week, and then her supervisor comes back the week after that. And that is it.
Yep.
She be done. So it doesn't seem like a long time. It's gonna like fly by because like we're already on March 1st, but if you think about it, 3 weeks is not that long of time. And then that's it. But we of course wish you the very best, and we want nothing but the best for you, and you have to stay in touch. That's it. Once you're part of the Sanchez family, you're always part of the Sanchez family.
So sweet.
So you gotta keep tabs. You gotta let me know how you're doing. You have a question.
I will take a lot of what I saw in this classroom, take it with me. Oh my gosh, so much. I'm like gonna be Miss Sanchez number 2.
Yay! So you gotta ask questions. You gotta email me.
Thank you.
I'm doing this.
Thank you.
Help.
Yeah, help.
But yeah, it's, you know, that time of year. It's all good. And I'm so appreciative and so thankful for you because I don't think it would have run the same way if you had not been here and it would have just been a sub. And I feel a little bit better because I know that they didn't have like wasted days, because sometimes sub days are like wasted days. I don't feel like they had wasted days because you were here guiding the instruction and you were picking out some lessons that were important and essential. So
Yeah.
I'm just so thankful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It means so much to me. And believe me, I was worried about you every day. That's why I was texting. How's your day going?
She's so sweet. No, it's so sweet. I did feel your effort to be there, and it was really nice to text you and tell you how the day was going. So
That was good.
yeah, I did feel your support.
Yay.
I did. Thank you.
Yay, I'm so excited. So yeah, that's our little reflection time and another short vlog for this week. Next week, it'll probably be a full long vlog. I don't plan on being absent next week. No. So that is it for now.
All right.
And we will talk to you next week because there's other things coming. Next week is International Women's Day on Friday. And then we're going to have Pi Day the following week. And yeah, so a couple things coming up. Maybe a little classroom transformation before she leaves.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to do my writing camp classroom transformation. So we'll see how that goes.
Cool.
Fun times coming ahead. All right, so that has been another reflection time with Miss Guzman. See you next week.
Bye.
All right, everybody. So that is basically a wrap up for this week. I know it's a shorter vlog than usual. I don't have that many things to share with you because the students, like I said today, were doing tests and they do have their White House projects, but because they have their own photos in the front, I can't really show you the covers, but maybe next week I can find a way to cover maybe their picture and just have you see some of the nice little projects that they created. Some of them got really creative with it and I'm very proud of them. So that is all I have for you this week. I know, short week, but that's just how it's been. And now I can't wait to go home and continue to rest and enjoy my weekend with my family. So I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me on this 2-day vlog. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you thought or any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, magical day and don't forget to smile. Hello dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you because you are capable of great things. See you next time.